Welcome to Little Lighters Online. This week we are going to have a special Junior Master Chef session. Yes, we will be cooking. But before that, we will have our normal praise and worship and story time first. Alright, this week we have a special teacher. Teacher Janelle will be leading us in praise and worship. Let's welcome Teacher Janelle.
Waking up to another life, no more sorrow and no more night. You're the light, let it shine now, let it shine now. Burning bright 'cause we're not ashamed, got a world to illuminate. You're the light, let it shine now, let it shine now. You're the
What a beautiful name it is.
I really enjoyed the worship song today. Thank you, Teacher Janelle. Now we're going to learn a Bible story about 3 young men. Their names are slightly hard to pronounce. Say with me. Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. That's right, correct. Okay, let's watch the video to learn about their story.
And now, princes, governors, and rulers of Babylon, get ready to fall down on your face and bow, cause here comes your heart, your mighty king, Nebuchadnezzar! Nebi! Live forever!
This story takes place a long time ago in the kingdom of Babylon. Nebuchadnezzar was a powerful king, and whatever he said instantly became the law.
Nebuchadnezzar and his people worshipped many gods. There was one exception, and that was the king's advisor, Daniel. Daniel worshipped one God. The king and his people had seen how Daniel had successfully interpreted one of the king's dreams with the help of his God, when all of the priests and magicians in Babylon had failed.
Not long after this experience, Nebuchadnezzar called all of the important people in Babylon together for a special event.
Nebi! Thank you. Now, I know that the main reason you're all cheering for me is because you know that if you don't, I can have you cut up into little pieces and your houses made into a giant pile of manure. But seriously, it touches my magnificent royal heart to have such a warm reception. Now, I have commanded you all to come here today for a very important purpose. To present to you your new god, the big golden image. But that's not all. Because BGI is new around here, we want to make sure he feels right at home. So I've come up with a little game that I think you'll all enjoy. It's called Worship or Die. The rules are pretty simple. When you hear the BGI theme music, you simply stop what you're doing, drop to the ground, and worship the statue. But with every game, there's a catch. If you mess up, you lose, and you get thrown into a burning fiery furnace. Thank you all for playing. Enjoy your new god!
And so, every day when the music played, everybody bowed down to the great statue in the public square. Everybody, that is, except for 3 people.
Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego were not born in Babylon and did not share many of the religious beliefs of the king or his other subjects. They were Jews and friends of Daniel, whose home country had been conquered by Nebuchadnezzar's army.
We only worship one God, though others may find this quite odd. We're not singing their song. Do-do-do-do.
One day, just as Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego were strolling by BGI Square, the statue's theme music began to play.
Hey, why aren't those weirdos over there worshiping the statue?
I don't know. Hey, you 3, stop singing and bow down to BGI.
How about no?
What? How dare you defy the king? Don't you know the rules?
Yeah, who do you think you are? We're gonna tell King Nebi, then you'll be sorry.
Yeah. Hey, Nebi! Over here!
Excuse me? What did you just call me?
Oops. Sorry.
Oh, King Nebuchadnezzar! Live forever!
Much better. Now, what's the problem?
It seems Larry, Curly, and Mo here don't like your new decree.
What? I know these men. They're friends of my advisor, Daniel. Shadrach, Meshach, Abednego. How could you do this to me? Bow down to the BGI right now, or I'll have you thrown into that fiery furnace so fast.
Sorry.
Our only God is Adonai.
We could not bow to BGI. The King of Kings who reigns on high will never.
That's it. I've had just about enough of this trio. Bind them up and throw them in.
You can throw us in the furnace. Our God, He would not burn us. He will help us along.
And into the furnace they went. The king was so furious that he ordered the furnace to be heated to 7 times its normal temperature.
The king came to the furnace to inspect, but as he approached, he heard an odd sound coming from the furnace.
What's this? How can they still be alive?
And then, something even stranger.
What the? Where did that other voice come from? I'd better take a look inside. How is this possible? Didn't we cast 3 men bound up into the furnace a moment ago?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
I swear I put him in there, Your Honor.
Yeah,
Well,
that's
then
right.
why do I see 4 of them walking around in there?
What? Who?
I don't know, but they look like...
Shadrach, Meshach, Abednego,
and the Son of God.
our quartet is now complete. We don't even feel any heat while the Lord is our song. Do-do-do-do.
When Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego emerged from the furnace, all the guards and princes who were there saw that not a single hair of theirs had been burned or even singed. They didn't even smell like fire.
Nebuchadnezzar spoke to the 3 of them.
Wow, you guys. I'm so sorry. How can I ever make it up to you? Clearly, you were right and I was wrong. You were right to stay faithful to your God. He must be the real deal. I mean, He sent His angel to protect you from the fire. He saved you so you could continue to worship Him and no one else. I'm going to make a new decree that no man in Babylon is allowed to insult the God of Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, because there is no other God who could save people like this. And just to make it interesting, let's say that anyone who doesn't obey me shall be cut into little pieces and have their houses made into a giant pile of manure.
Well, clearly Nebuchadnezzar's decree wasn't perfect. He still thought that people should be punished for their beliefs. But as far as we know, nobody ever disobeyed it, so no harm done. As for Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, they were promoted in the king's court.
But even more important than their individual story is the promise that God can always help us in any difficult situation. Since that time, many people oppressed by slavery, violence, and sickness have been helped and healed by remembering stories and the lessons they illustrate, like this one. Whenever we feel trapped or unsafe, we can remind each other that God cares for us. We can work together, just as Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego did, to recognize the freedom and safety that God provides for us. Like them, we can come through these experiences without the smell of smoke, without any scars, because God, good, is our only real life.
Alright, now that we finished watching the story, let's start our MasterChef session. Today we will be making grilled cheese sandwich. Alright, all you need is 2 slices of bread. You can find any bread at home, okay? Some butter and some cheese. I use sliced cheese. You might also need knife and chopping board, but be careful when you do that, okay? First of all, we are going to butter our bread. Do you know, kids, do you know the phrase buttering someone? Yes, to butter someone means to praise or flatter them excessively, just like the people in the video just now. They worship the king's statue to butter the king, alright? To butter the king up so that he will feel good. Okay, see? Okay, let's do another piece. Have you tried buttering someone up? Alright, now that we are done buttering, with the buttering, let's move to the kitchen. Alright, let's go. Alright, because Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego refused to worship the king's statue even though the king said, worship or die. The king ordered them to be placed into the fiery furnace. Okay, let's turn on the fire. Look, alright, this is a small fire. Do you know that the actual fiery furnace is heated up 7 times hotter? Okay, I can go higher and higher and higher. Okay, this is 3 times hotter. Now, put your pan on top of the fire. Be careful, okay? And add in some butter, okay? Look how fast my butter is melting. Alright, now when the butter melted, now it's time for you to add in your bread. Alright, turn the butter side down. Ooh, see? Sizzling, sizzling. It's really hot. Be careful, yeah, kids. Look, can you hear the sound? Very quickly, your bread will turn brown. See? Almost brown already. Be careful. See? Alright. When your bread is brown, it's time to prepare your cheese. Alright? Peel open your sliced cheese. Okay, let's check and see. Is the bread ready? Ah, the bread is all brown and crispy. It's ready. Look, just within few seconds, the bread is already brown. Can't imagine Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. They are completely unharmed. Okay, be careful, yeah. Okay, now you put another piece of bread on top of the cheese and gently flip it over. Alright, you might want to lower the heat or else it will be burned. Alright, your bread is not Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. Alright, after it's all nice and crispy, you will need to gently bring it out. Okay, and put it on your chopping board. Okay, let me do it. See, I'm going to turn off the fire, and I'm going to bring the bread out. Ooh. Okay. Now, when it's done, see? Wow, looks very delicious, right? Is it delicious? Wow. Smells very delicious. Oh, but I smell like grilled cheese sandwich. Do you know that when Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego came out from the fiery furnace, they don't even smell like smoke? Alright, let's move out to cut our bread. Okay, now that our bread is out, you will need to cut it, okay? Be careful, it's very hot. Ooh, can you hear the sound? So crispy. Alright, if you are not used to using knife, please ask your daddy and mommy to help you for this, okay? Now, who's ready? See? Wow, is it delicious? Right? When I look at my sandwich, I'll think of Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. How faithful are they? They refuse to bow to the king. They only bow to God. Right? In fact, in the Bible, Daniel chapter 3, verse 17, they recorded the words of Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. Alright, in their own words, they said, "The God whom we serve will deliver us." In fact, it's true, God did not fail them. God protected them. Alright, I can't wait to eat my sandwich now. Now it's your turn to do it. Alright, I will put the recipe, the steps to do it, and the ingredients you need in the next 2 slides below. Alright? Enjoy and have fun. I will see you next week. Bye bye!